Alright guys, so 3 14mm bolts and a hammer later. We got that guy out of there. So we're gonna go pick one of those up. I already called the store, they have one. But right before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and put this diff in. It's only 6 bolts. Use this guy here, clean the mess up, and we're gonna go ahead and grab that thing. We're gonna put that thing in there. So here we go. Hey, what's up guys? You guys get to see my bald head today. So basically I came out early, it's early in the morning, and I started pulling the ball joint from this side. As you can see, I got that bad boy out. Yeah, and so I also managed to swap out the other hub bearing. There's only 3 bolts holding that thing in. I had to take this dust shield off so that I can get the ABS sensor cord around there, and it came with it. I got this one from AutoZone. I got this one from Advanced Auto. Now, Advanced Auto had these for like $200, but they had them at AutoZone for $126. It was the same exact thing. This is a Moog, and it's funny that I got like all these Moog products because I just got finished watching Eric the Car Guy video where he was just pissed off at Moog. But these seem to be okay. Doing the ball joint. The little cup that I had here, I got it all cockeyed somehow, and I ended up splitting it. So what I ended up having to do is weld that split right back, and then it managed to work. So that's good. I'm going to use it on the other side. We're going to knock that one out right quick, and we can go and get the trans done, the rear diff seal done, and I can finally get this thing out of here today, because man, the work is stacking up, things are stacking up, and I'm busy, and I'm too busy here just talking, so I gotta go. Bye. Hey, what's up guys? It is another day in the shop, and yesterday I did 0 recording. All I did was work on this Durango back here because I really need to get it out of the shop. I've had cars piling up. I've had to do 2 cars on the ground without the lift because this thing has been soaking up so much, and I messed up. I was not supposed to put this one on, but when one person canceled, I said I can do it in a day or 2, and I couldn't. It ended up going like 3 or 4 days, so it kind of sucks. It was kind of my fault. Maybe I need to get better with the wrenching. I don't know. You know, this thing's just happened. But anyway, just to go ahead and show you what I ended up with. Got the ball joints in, loaded them real good with grease. Got this one on this side in. Ended up having to put on a new tie rod over here. So this thing's gonna need an alignment. But I got everything else back together. I had to do some really crazy stuff over here. You can see right down over there. I had to stick a different kind of bolt in the caliper because some crazy guy decided it'd be a good idea to, well, not only were all these threads stripped out, but I think he went back and drilled them out the rest of the way and stuck some sort of like just a straight like a pole or something through there to hold it, and that's all that was holding this thing together. So I had to go back, and I'm gonna put up on the screen here. Yeah, I had to go back and tap this again and put a bolt in there with a long enough shaft on there so that this thing can still act like a slide pin but still lock in and still be stable. Finally got the brakes on, got everything on. I checked the drums, cleaned them up, made sure they were functional, and I replaced this stud right here. It was broken off. The rear diff is all back together. It's put on, filled with 80/90. These are 1/2 inch, 30 foot-pounds. The one from the Dakota, and you know, you guys will, I'll go ahead and put that video somewhere up in one of these corners so that you can see how to do one of these diffs. Except for the only difference is that this one's a 12 bolt and the other one's a 10 bolt, and this one uses 80/90. I came back underneath. I put that rear, I put in a new pinion seal and reconnected the drive shaft. Now I wish I would have recorded the pinion seal, but I think I got some pictures of it. I'll flash them on the screen if I got them. If you want to know how to do a pinion seal, there are plenty of videos on the internet to show you how to do those. Basically, snatch the old seal out, seal out, pry it out, whatever you got to do. Don't scratch the surface, and then you kind of tap in a new one, nice and flush. So I did that, and as you see, there are no more leaks. Front drive shaft is now in. After I came to the front, put that in all the way up to there. Did a drop and fill on the transmission pan, put a new filter in there, put some fresh fluid in there, new gasket, same thing here, new pinion seal on the front here. That's all locked up. I think you saw all that. And I've also put a new oil filter, changed the oil. We can go ahead and throw some wheels on this thing. I was gonna try to make an attempt at removing the plasti dip, but I don't really have time. I just kinda gotta get this thing off the rack and get this other car in here. I'll get back to you once it's on the ground. Good news, today's Friday. And you know, I got the weekend coming up. I'm probably gonna do some things on the weekend and probably just play catch up with everything. Yeah, but we're gonna make this work, guys. So what we have is we have the new ECU for that guy, for the Durango. And you see it's a little bit rainy out, but we ain't gonna let that stop nothing today. We're gonna go ahead and pop this box open. We're gonna get the computer out of here. We're gonna swap the ECUs and see if we can get rid of that check engine light that's been plaguing this thing for about 2 months now. So that's why you guys haven't seen a video on this thing in a while. You probably have, well, this is probably going to be in conjunction with the other videos, but to be honest with you, from the first video that I did of the Durango to now, it's probably been about 3 months. Sorry, but you know, between then I've been working on the Scion, and then I've been working on the Corvette and doing some stuff with the Supra. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've still been kind of busy, but finally we have an ECU, and we're going to see, hopefully, if this cures our issue. The last time I ordered one of these, it cured the original fault code, but it gave me another one that was pre-programmed into the ECU that they gave me. So it went from having a code for the air idle control to a code for the automatic start delay, or ASD. That wouldn't go away. It just wouldn't go away. There was nothing wrong with the ASD. The other ECU didn't pick up anything wrong with the ASD. But the one that they sent me, it cured one, but ended up giving me another. So this is computer number 2 that I've ordered from this place. And I hope, man, I hope this fixes the issue so I can go ahead and get this vehicle cleaned up and moved on, because it just can't see. Look, I got way too much crap. Look at all that. Look at all this stuff. I got to get rid of some of this stuff. So let's go ahead and crack this guy open. We're gonna go over to the truck, and we're gonna go ahead and throw this thing in. All right, guys. So we got this thing cracked open. Here is the new ECU, and as you can see, here is the old ECU. I left the hood open last night like a dummy, and it rained. so things are just kind of tiny bit wet. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and unplug this, and we're just gonna swap this out. Basically just unplug those 3 things. There's supposed to be 3 screws in there, but I never put them back in because I knew this day was coming. So let me go ahead, and with the magic of editing, we're gonna swap this thing in and see how this works. Ready? Go. And there you go, gloves on and everything, guys. So the new one's in there, hooked up, and what we're gonna do is grab a battery, stick the battery in here, and then we're gonna determine whether or not I'm gonna get rid of those little annoying check engine lights. So we're gonna see how this works out. Gonna grab a battery, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so we tossed the battery in this thing. We are going to go ahead and see if we've cured this issue with this thing. I hope we have. And if we get it, we get it. So let's see where we're at. Oh, check engine light went out right there. And I killed the battery. Alright. Alright guys, it's 3rd time the charm. Let's see. There we go. And check engine light right back on. Oh boy. I mean, it's right back. I mean, it didn't even hesitate. I mean, will it go away here? Nope. Alright, pull the code, see what we got. Alright guys, so we got it running. I went ahead and just deleted that little thing here, and as you can see, I got 0 gas. So I'm gonna make a very sketchy trip to the gas station. I probably shouldn't be doing this at all. So oh my god, I can't see anything. It's gotta be the worst wipers I've ever seen in the rain. Let's just ride up the street, so hopefully I don't get pulled over. So let's try it. I'm either gonna run out of gas or the check engine light's gonna come on, or I'm gonna get freaking arrested. This is must-see TV right here. I hope I don't hit the Scion. There we go. We're gonna try to see how this goes. This is terrible. Let me at least clean some of these leaves off. Hold on. Alright guys, my sketchy ass made it to the gas station. And the good news about this whole situation is that I don't got a check engine light yet. We'll see what happens when I get closer to the house. Boy, this is sketchy. I can't see through that. Well, no check engine lights. That's a thing. I probably that's this thing beeping because I'm just monitoring to see if we got any codes coming up. And I actually want to see when the code comes up, if it's while I'm driving or if it's, I don't know. I'm just trying to monitor things and see what's going on. All right, guys, if I get arrested, pulled over, I'll kick the camera back on. All right, guys, so the good news is that this thing's a 4x4 because these tires are sketchy. All right, so transmission's a bit sketchy. But we're driving along, and at about 50 miles an hour, and ain't nothing happening, so can't really cry too much right now. I don't know what to say anymore. I mean, I changed most of the suspension stuff. It just really needs an alignment. It needs some tires. And I think with that, I think we'll be good. But you know what? At this point, I can call it. I can call it with what I need to do. With what it is. It just is what it is. It's just a sketchy ass truck. I'm gonna need windshield wipers because boy, that's horrible. Look at this. Look guys. It's garbage. Alright, so this freaking thing, and by the way, 4-wheel lock, it's just on 4-wheel lock. I can't get it out of 4-wheel lock. And I'm not gonna try. Winter beater. For somebody who wants it, I'm not gonna sell it for much. It runs, it drives, it's doing its job. Winter's on the way. Oh my god. No check engine light, but the air idle control is still not doing what it's supposed to do. Look at that, it's steaming. Oh god. I don't know. I don't know. I got another one. Thinking of putting that thing back in there. I don't know. And the battery's dead. So the battery dies. All right. The battery wasn't dead. I just did not have the connection on all the way like it should have been. Once I went ahead and tightened these up really good, and I went and I fired it up, and it was idling high again, and I'm like, oh great, now we're back to square one. But then the idle came back down. I think it's because it hit closed loop, and once it hit closed loop, this new ECU, I tell you what, this new ECU doesn't give a doesn't care at all. This new this ECU is the I do not give a you know what ECU. It's not gonna give codes no matter what's wrong. So I guess it's kind of what I got kind of what I asked for. It kind of smells like exhaust in here now. All right, so here's the thing. It idles fine now. So if I go ahead and crank it, it fires right up, and it idles great now. I don't have any check engine lights. I did get a code a second ago that it was running lean. It said it was a stored code, not a pending code. So I don't know, maybe it sensed it and then it just kind of, I don't know, maybe from when it was idling high. And then I can hear a noise over here. You can hear it here. And that's coming from the PCV valve. Put a PCV valve in there and redo the wiring that I had kind of all kinds of gobbledygooked up just to try to get things to work right. I still gotta screw it back in. I gotta find the screws. I don't even know where the screws are for that thing. This is just a mess. I'm a total mess today, guys. So yeah, this is one of those videos where you guys get to see me just like not not shining at all. But anyway, good news is it runs, it drives, there's no check engine lights. There's still a few little quirky things I gotta deal with. So when I go to the store at some point this weekend, we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go and put new windshield wipers on here, and we'll see if that kind of helps things out along the way around here. But yeah, other than that, man, she sounds good. I mean, listen, sounds really good. I mean, there ain't no misses or nothing. Out the back, she sounds like a dragster. Listen to this thing. Sounds like a dragster. Well, it doesn't smell like exhaust in here anymore, I'll tell you that. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Here you go, guys. It's one sketchy little video where I got rid of a check engine light, sort of. All right, so that's it. You guys keep wrenching. Wrench out. Peace.
Now I remember your smile.